Does anyone else feel like it's getting harder and harder to actually pay attention? It seems like the more stimuli we receive on a daily basis, the harder it is to actually hold attention. So I wanted to come on here and share some of my favorite strategies for this topic. Even if you don't have the diagnosis of ADHD, I find that most people really benefit from supporting. This is a topic I hold near and dear to my heart because I've struggled with ADHD most of my life. In fact, I was on stimulants for 10 years. I came off my last stimulant at 22. And since then, it's been a journey to figure out how to regulate my own nervous system, my own brain. So here are my top 10 strategies on how to support ADHD. Number 1, I love phosphatidylcholine. This is something that helps support the actual cell membrane integrity. And this is especially helpful for memory and attention. Fish oil. In particular, I really like a combination of omega-3 and omega-6s. They found that that is more helpful than just omega-3 alone. Adaptogens. I can't speak highly enough about adaptogens. These help regulate our energy systems, our adrenal glands, and even our catecholamines. Most people with ADHD have some dysregulated energy, usually leaning towards fatigue. Methyl B complete. I would also include methyl folate in this, and that's usually because people with ADHD tend to be under methylators. They have a hard time using their B vitamins, and so you have to use a very specific kind usually. I throw in a probiotic because addressing the gut is really important. I would say addressing the gut is not a one size fits all, and often a probiotic is not quite enough. You have to do a deeper dive. Sometimes, especially in kids, a probiotic can be enough. I would say that's all foundational support. If we're actually trying to push pathways a little more, I might use something like Dopa Boost. Dopa Boost is high in L-tyrosine, which is the amino acid that helps make catecholamines. And then also there's something in here called mercunopurins, and mercunopurins actually has L-Dopa. So pushing the dopamine pathway is particularly helpful for people who do well on stimulants. For someone who might need a little bit more of a calm down, maybe someone with a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of perfectionism, and specifically perfectionism that might, paralyze them from doing things, calming the brain with things like GABA, L-theanine. There's some 5-HTP in here today to help support serotonin. That can also be exceptionally helpful, and sometimes you need a calm before you stimulate. So those were my top 7 supplements. As far as 3 top lifestyle activities, of course, nutrition is the first in that, and removing dyes, removing non-organic food because pesticides are often neurotoxins, so that's not great for the brain. Taking away inflammatory foods, often gluten and dairy, and then 4th, making sure adequate protein intake can be very, very helpful. Number 9, I would actually say finding a creative outlet is really helpful. And number 10 is exercise. The healthier the body, the healthier the brain.